inside for two.
Beautiful move there by Moore. Wasn't settling right there in transition at the three-point line. Put your head down and get all the way to the cup. There's not a lot of shot blocking on the floor here for Delaware.
Andrew Carr takes it inside.
That kid had a great CAA tournament.
He did, Kevin. You're right.
And he's going to have to use his height against Dixon. Dixon is going to use his strength in his body and his lower body against Carr. Carr has to use his height against Dixon.
Samuels double. Dixon back outside. Grinding his way. Gets it underneath. Samuels. No. Asamoah gets the ball. And here comes Delaware. Last NCAA tournament appearance with an Asamoah three right here, no good, was 2014. Prior to that, they made it 4 times in the 90s. Tried inside. Samuels had it rejected.
Wow. That was some rejection. That was Davis getting way up there.
Anderson to Nelson. But then he goes against Dixon. He'll take it in. With the rebound collected by Justin Moore, junior from Fort Washington, Maryland. Hesitating at Slater. Travel.
What we're seeing here with Villanova, Kevin, Reggie was talking about their stingy defense. You look at them, they're all about the same size.
Yeah.
And so on defense, they switch just about everything, and they can really put some pressure on you.
And they're really going to be small now. Daniels coming in for Dixon. Look how small now that Villanova is. And you move Samuels over as that center to guard Carr.
Yeah, but they're really strong-looking guys, Reggie. Among their regulars, the only one who's smaller than 6'4", 200 pounds is Gillespie, and he's 6'3", 195.
This is Kevin Anderson dashing down the lane.
Good patience, right? Good patience here by the Blue Hens. And you can't shoot the ball quickly versus Villanova. You will be playing into their hands. If you can move the ball side to side and then make a play like that from Anderson.
Samuels a screen. Gillespie with a three. Samuels tried to get the ball, and it's picked up inside by Carr.
Well, Reggie's absolutely right about moving the ball. You move the ball, you move players, particularly against a defense that switches a lot, and eventually you're going to get a pretty good opportunity.
It's Kevin Anderson on the wing. Carr. He'll show some resolve as he takes it in. Asamoah with a three. Rebound by Jermaine Samuels. With a whistle and a foul. It's on Daniels and will step aside.
If you listen carefully enough, the past whispers to you.
We must all face the choice between what is right and right.
And what is easy. Correct. 3 points to Hufflepuff on April 15th.
You can kill Dumbledore.
Yes, his pain is his power.
So, this is the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard in over a century. Assuming you're not otherwise engaged.
Discover the secrets
Grindelwald can see the future. We don't stand a chance.
of the legendary wizard.
How do you confuse a guy that can see the future?
You have to trust me.
Our war with the Muggles begins today!
The secrets of Dumbledore.
Jacob.
Hey, it's my wizard friends.
We're like this.
Okay, and that's me right there. I gotta go.
Rated PG-13.
It's a three!
Nice shot! Man, I could do that.
Do what? You mean play basketball?
You haven't touched the ball since JV.
You ain't got no game, baby.
You know what you could do? Hand out water bottle styles.
You're like 5'6".
I'm 5'7".
Climb on someone's shoulder.
This is my game, and it's everything to me. Where I prove myself and find my second family. We all have the right to experience the gift of the game.
I've got that blues.
6-4. Delaware is up to. Let's see who's leading Delaware in scoring. Oh, how's that possible? There's only 2 people that scored here. Am I blind? Maybe somebody on the bench. They haven't updated like what's going on ESPN. What is going on ESPN? Okay, yeah, got it. Carr with 2, Davis with 2, and 2 rebounds. Anderson with 2 points. For Villanova, Dixon has 2 points, and Moore has 2 points. I do have Villanova winning this game. I would be very surprised. Even more surprised than the Kentucky-St. Peter's game. I'll be very, very surprised if Villanova loses this game. Delaware is a good team, though, but Villanova, once again, they just got a little bit too much firepower, in my opinion. So, looking forward to seeing how this game ends up. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you could like, comment, subscribe, that would be much appreciated. And yeah, let's get back to the game.
QQQ. It centers on Jameer Nelson. Reg, you were talking about him at the Open, and he is a player that you really got to keep an eye on.
Well, yeah, he's 6'1", but look at his shoulders and his frame. I mean, this guy has a bulldog-type game. He can get into the lane. He can finish amongst the trees. He can shoot threes. We talked about the balance scoring on this Blue Hens team. That's what makes them so dangerous. Yes, Jameer Nelson Jr. has the name, but the rest of these guys do a great job of scoring the basketball as well.
Interesting sub-story. Dylan Painter, who used to play for Villanova, now Delaware, on the floor. Just off the bench, all CAA a season ago. Anderson fought 3, goes against Slater. Dan, you're right. Delaware is patient, but right now, the shot clock at 3, and penetrating is Nelson. And Painter goes down. And Gillespie throws the other way and has got Daniels, and back to Gillespie with a fake and a twirling head-over-heel move.
Wow, what a dangerous play that could have been for Jameer Nelson Jr. Got caught in the air, and Gillespie, he knew he was going to take the contact. Wow.
How about that expression on Gillespie's face? He knows, I mean, he's going for it. He doesn't care whether he takes the contact or not, but he was trying to brace himself.
Moore down low. With the hesitation on Ryan Allen. Rebound inside, snatched by Samuels. Moore, 3, no. Rebound off of Painter's hands, and finally off the hands of Samuel, and out of bounds and off of the Wildcats.
Now, Villanova, they spread the court, and they create situations where their guards can post up, and Moore missed that time, but we will see that a lot this afternoon. Delaware's got to figure out how to defend that.
Delaware in blue, Villanova in white, and here they go. Ryan Allen works on Gillespie. Nelson. Anderson and Painter. He's got to be feeling a few jitters here against his whole team. Shot clock at 5, a 3. Good! Kevin Anderson.
How about the sidestep there by Anderson? He's made 2 great moves here in this first half. First the drive, and then the sidestep 3 here. 5 quick points for Anderson.
Here's Gillespie, who won the tournament player award. Peels off a screen of Samuels, and back on him it is Anderson, and here comes Samuels. He works on Painter with a cut and a layup for 2.
Reggie, it's the same thing. You see, everybody spreads out, and they create a lane where, in this case, it's Samuels can drive to the basket, and he's quicker than Painter, and so they take advantage of all that room.
Open shot here, taken by Davis. He's a freshman from Newark, Delaware. He was the CAA Rookie of the Year.
And look, if Delaware is looking to pull the upset, this is the recipe they're going to have to use. 25 to 30 seconds on the shot clock and find ways to score a basket at the end of it.
It's Slater taking it in, out of the reach there at Gillespie. Villanova, the Big East tournament champions. Outside, faking a 3. Samuels plowing his way in. Works on his former teammate, Painter.
Back-to-back moves by Samuels going right at Painter. And you're right. If there is one guy that knows the culture, the mindset of Jay Wright and Villanova, it's going to be Dylan Painter. And they are making a point to go right at him.
They go into Painter, who is held that time by Brandon Slater, who picks up a final. A foul called. Get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on ncaa.com. Davis will check out. here comes Nelson, the transfer from George Washington to Kevin Anderson. A floater on the fly.
Wow. This kid is going into his bag, Dan.
This is a guy who is capable of lighting you up for 25, 30 points, and that's one of the things Jay Wright was concerned about, that Delaware has a lot of guys who can score, and you have to make sure nobody goes off on it.
Nice shot right there by Gillespie, controlled by the Blue Hens. Allen trailing, it's a three. With the Villanova rebound and collected by Gillespie. Archidiakono has come in too now to join the Villanova 5, positioning for the shot. Daniels. Rebound by Painter. And here comes Anderson.
Villanova's getting some open shots. Painter, isn't able to jump out on that shooter on the screen.
Anderson, two-time All-State player from the state of Pennsylvania. Nelson will stop on a 17-footer, putting on the brakes. And picked up by Dixon inside.
Pretty good look there by Jameer.
Delaware doing a great job, for the most part, getting back on defense.
Yes.
Archidiakono takes it in and tried to scoop it home and picked up by Nelson. He's off to the races.
And this is the time when you've got to run if you're Delaware.
Painter flying his way for two.
We got to read the scouting report. He wants to get to that left end, obviously. And if you're Dixon, you got to force him back right. Biggest lead here for the Blue Hens.
Justin Moore Jr. double teamed inside and fouled. He was taking it in with 11:08 to go, but Anderson right here with a nice move. Getting a two on the fly. And then Painter against his whole team.
So, you think you could replace me while I'm out for March Madness? Show me.
AT&T 5G.
Fast, reliable,
And secure in itself. Next!
fast, reliable. Said this word many times before, I promise. Definitely secure.
Fast, reliable, sexy.
Whoa! And secure. Pretty good.
It's secure.
Fast, reliable.
Reliable.
And again?
Secure. Fast.
Ooh.
Why am I here?
This job is hard.
It's 3 words, people.
AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure, even in the madness of March.
Hi, can I take your order?
Can I get a chicken sandwich? I'll just have a turkey club. Just make it a salad, please.
Okay, please call out.
This is a Filet-O-Fish sandwich. These are Arby's 2 for $6 crispy and spicy fish sandwiches. So, see you soon then. Arby's, we have the meat.
The ocean's the most perfect shade of blue, the most royal of all the blues.
Actually, the sky's the perfect shade of blue.
We all know what the most elite shade of blue is.
Yeah, a blue that's actually perfect. Undefeated, if you will.
Live your best life in any color.
Yours with your name, you have my name. Oh, it feels good. Ah, it feels great. Ah, it fits.
The Masters, April on CBS.
I want to watch.
Do we have an upset coming? Do we have an upset coming? Whoa. Anderson with 7 points, 3 for 3 from the field. He's having a great game. We're only 9 minutes in. 11 minutes left in the first half. Davis with 4 points. 2 for 2 from the... Damn, they are shooting great. Jameer Nelson Jr., though, he's not shooting too well. He's got 0 points, 0 for 4 from the field. I'm sure he'll, pick it up moving forward. He's like a spur. He's a guy that could go out and burst, and just go crazy. So I'm not kind of worried about him. I'm sure he'll pick it up. But wow, Delaware's up 7 points, 15-8. They're not shooting too well. Villanova's not shooting too well. Villanova is 33% from the field, 4 for 13. Samuels is leading them with 4 points, 2 for 4 from the field. Yeah, man, let's see what happens. This is quite interesting. I have Villanova winning, but well, damn, let's see what's gonna happen. If you guys could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. And wow, let's get back to this game. This is quite interesting.
They're good in ISOs. We got to guard the ball better. We got to guard the ball one-on-one a lot better.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks. Wildcats under Wright making 10 consecutive trips to the NCAA tournament. And Reggie, that's the 5th longest active streak in the country.
It's interesting how Coach Wright talking about the point of contact starting with the point guards and with Jameer Nelson Jr. being able to get wherever he wants. Anderson getting in the paint, being able to score. Kind of got to stop the head of the snake here.
Villanova in white will inbound Slater. It's Samuels off to Moore. Got around Allen, puts up a long shot. It's a 2, and it's out of bounds.
I think Villanova, I said they had to make threes, and they do, but I think they have to establish the three by going inside first. You know, I think they're settling a little bit at the moment.
They make the 9 threes a game. That's 25th in the country in terms of three-point Villanova shooting.
Yeah, more dribble penetration, right? Collapsing the defense. Yep. They're a very unselfish team. Here's their first turnover here by Delaware.
Andrew Carr lost it. Colin Gillespie the other way. It's the defense of Carr.
Yeah, great defense here by Carr against Gillespie.
Back out to Gillespie. Shot clock at 12. A deceptive move and a drive here by Slater. Got it!
Well, there's the dribble penetration.
That's exactly what you're talking about, Reggie.
Not settling, but a lot of pump fakes. This team is the king of pump fake, Villanova, and jump stops, and they did a great job. Look at that pump fake. Guy flies by. 3 Blue Hens with the contact with the potential and 1 for Slater.
This is the senior Brandon Slater, first year as a full-time starter. 9 points, leads the team in steals. For a Villanova team that started 3-2, but since they've gone 23-5, only losses have been to early on UCLA and Purdue. They caught their breath, they finished strong, and they won the Big East tournament.
But they played a heck of a sketch.
Boy, they did. My goodness, it was rugged.
Yeah, but that prepares you for this.
Davis, a freshman.
Not scared of the moment.
Nope. Now, this kid is really good. When Painter went down with an injury, Davis, who hadn't played very much, stepped right in, and he has suddenly become the guy the offense actually goes through.
That's how you earn your minutes as a freshman, right?
3, and it's off that time by Caleb Daniels.
Carr with the foul.
Dixon hitting the deck.
This is how you earn trust with your head coach.
He does a real nice job with the dribble and then uses his body to create just enough space. And that's a shot that he makes very consistently.
Carr just picked up his second personal foul. Painter is back on the floor. Anderson is in with Ryan Allen. They rest Jameer Nelson here. And the Wildcats will inbound. Big East record of 16-4. The 2 seed and number 6 in college basketball by the AP coming into the tournament. Daniels on top for Dixon. And now to Slater with 4 to fire. He's doubled. Dixon outside. It's a 3. And a rebound inside. Whoa. Villanova takes it. That's a 3. Good. Put up and through by Gillespie.
How about that rebound? And I mean, you just can't give those guys second chances.
Villanova, they're not a great offensive rebounding team, but when they do get them, that's where they hurt you with those second shot opportunities and threes.
Asamoah. It's Painter working on Dixon. Ramming his way inside with a fake and a fire.
Once again, he got to his left.
Jay Wright is complaining. I think he felt like Painter muscled his way to the basket, banged Dixon down under.
Look at Painter versus Dixon banging.
I think that's the way the referee said it.
It's the shot for Dixon who gets it to go.
Now that's banging right there by Dixon.
Well, now that's some power.
Yes, that is.
So here's Painter, and I think this is what Jay Wright is complaining about. There's a couple of, shoulders there to the chest. Is that a displacement? Well, the referees didn't think so, and this is just a basket. This is a powerful guy. Dixon at 6'8", 255.
And that's being generous. I mean, look at the legs. This dude has some tree trunks.
Abington High School, Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. 6'8" sophomore. And he completes the three-point play. He averages, Eric Dixon does, about 9 a game. First-year full-time starter. They'll take a breather right now.
And Kevin, you do not want to put the Villanova Wildcats on the free throw line.
No, they are terrific. Number 1 in college basketball. Dan, you're right. Number 1, 82%. 4 players for Villanova, 80% or better from the line. It's Ryan Allen off the painter. Kevin Anderson. Allen, this is a 3. And picked up by Slater inside for the Wildcats.
Highly contested 3 there by Allen. Jay Wright told Dana they had to do a better job guarding the ball, and I think since that first time out, Kevin, they have.
Justin Moore, second team all Big East. He'll take it, looking for a sliver of room. Defended by Asamoah. That is a 3. Caleb Daniels.
Put the guard down inside, back him in, draw the defense. Reggie, it's not exactly the slash to the basket you were talking about, but it draws the defense. You kick it out for a wide open 3.
Anderson. Approaching 7 to play in the first half. Jabbing Allen. Cutting, driving, scoring inside. Ryan Allen.
What a magician with the basketball right there by Allen.
Villanova's led by as many as 2. Delaware's lead high as 7. Moore on top. Averts the defense with a move, but a miss. Rebound inside by Davis. Back and forth. It's a 1-point game. Pretty shot right there by Davis. And then Dixon answers at the other end for Villanova.
Best ever? Good question. Wait, why'd he sound like Dr. J in your head? I've always sounded like Dr. J in my head, which means Dr. J's outside voice sounds like my inside voice? Which cope? The doc would know. He got the world to call him doctor without going to med school. There's only one best ever.
To experience all the feelings inspired by Lexus at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
I can't let diabetes get in my way. I've got way too much stuff to do. So here's what I do. I wear this Dexcom G6. It continuously sends my glucose numbers to my phone. And this arrow shows me where I'm headed and how fast, without finger sticks or scanning, making it much easier to keep my glucose in range. Which for me is between 100 and 160. And the more time I spend in range, the better I feel. And the more I can check off my list. Check out Dexcom.com/inrange. Let's run it back.
It's amazing. He's talking about motorcycle insurance, and people love it. And of course, they love the savings they're going to get with Geico, but it goes beyond that.
You deserve to save.
Heard that before.
You deserve to save.
I know.
I need you to hear me. You deserve to save.
I deserve to save.
I mean, he has a way of making you feel seen.
Bundle car and motorcycle insurance and save at geico.com.
This is P.F. Chang's Flavor.
21-20. The Delaware Blue Hens are up 1 point. Davis leading Delaware with 6 points, 3 for 3. I apologize. Anderson's leading Delaware with 7 points, 3 for 3. They're both 3 for 3 from the field. That's amazing, though. They're shooting 55% from the field while shooting 16% from the three-point line. So it's kind of a plus and minus. They're shooting from the field well. They're not really shooting from the three well. All right, we go to Villanova. Villanova's not shooting from the field. They're shooting a little bit better than Delaware from the three-point line, though. But they're shooting 38% from the field. So they got to work on the Dixon leading Villanova with 5 points, 2 for 3 from the field, 1 rebound, and a steal. Samuels with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. So yeah, it looks like Villanova finally realized, oh, we're playing basketball. Let's actually, play it now, because that first 5 to 10 minutes, it was looking kind of ugly, but they finally turned things around. Let's see how it goes the rest of this first half and the rest of the second half. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the stream. If you could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. Don't forget to vote in that poll. Let me know who you think is going to win this game. And yeah, let's get back to the game.
Season. Another guy that was an all-conference player, Ryan Allen. Rookie of the year. They go and what a rejection. Erasing it was Jermaine Samuels. Wow. Climbing the ladder and knocking it away. And Villanova now triggered with 6.5 to play in the half. And they bring it in. Ncaa off the bench. And Bryan's first shot, no. And thrown away and picked up by Anderson.
Samuels is everywhere to start this ball game.
It's Ryan Allen into the double-team painter.
Oh, what a pass.
That was. He slips it off to Davis, who puts up an acrobatic 2.
I thought he was looking at Nelson Jr. by us.
Yeah, he was wide open, but Davis was better. What a great find with that pass. How did he see that?
Moore, second-team All-Big East. On top for the conference player of the year, Gillespie. Samuels free to fire. Now drives and jackhammers it in.
Why not? He's done everything else here in this first half for Villanova.
Wow. But that is a mismatch that Villanova has exploited. They spread the court and allow Samuels to drive by Painter from the top of the key. Painter can't stay with him out there.
But why is Painter going for the pump fake on Samuels? Stay down.
Oh, those elbows were high.
Yeah, but the foul is going to be called on Samuels.
It is. Now AT&T 5G takes us above the rim. One of the best plays so far in this game, and it's hammered home by Jermaine Samuel.
Well, as impressive as this was by Samuels, that block at the other end was spectacular.
Yeah. Kevin, and that foul was called because Samuels was in the cylinder of the offensive play.
Over Dixon, it's Nelson. Slater the rebound.
In other words, he got too close to him.
Nelson is 0 of 5. Top player on Delaware's team. Gillespie looking for a Dixon screen and trying to knock out Anderson, who fights right through it. Claws right through it. Oh, look at the playing Twister again. It's loose on the floor. Anderson gobbles it up. Nelson the other way. Oh, rejected. Slater parachutes in. Slater came out of the rafters.
Between Slater and Samuels, there is a block party going on down here at the Villanova Inn.
Well,
talk about not giving up on the play. Do not give up on the play. Wow, there's a lot of arm there as well. Oh, yeah, that's a foul. But in real time, it looked good. But it's a foul.
It felt good. Anderson on top. As the defense of Daniels in front of him, trying to explode on that baseline is Allen. Shot clock at 6. Nelson. Allen, this is a 3. Look at him fighting on the floor. Bodies all over the floor. Nelson was sliding for it. Slater was coming after him.
And I believe Slater picked up a foul, jumping on the back of Nelson Jr.
Now, Nelson, Kevin, he's allowed to slide along the floor. A lot of people think that's a traveling violation. It's not. I mean, if you're sliding naturally, you're allowed to do that, but you're not allowed to jump on top. Well, this is quite the scramble.
Oh, you got to let that go as well. These two guys hustling for the ball.
That's some play by Davis. They kicked the ball out there while he was laying on the ground.
Villanova shot clock at 20. Blue Hens with Colonial. Oh, it's off of Delaware. Off of Delaware, and Villanova will inbound.
Kevin, actually, the officials ruled that the ball didn't touch anybody, which is why they're taking it out in the same spot.
Colin Gillespie. It's off to Justin Moore. front of him is Allen. Samuels flips it down low to Dixon. Tight quarters. Daniels. It's Gillespie, a three. Sticks it.
Again, what freedom? The king of the pump fake. Little shoulder pump fake. The defender goes flying. He reestablishes his feet and drains his second three of this first half.
And that's what happens when you double team the post. Seventh leading scorer in the conference with it, Jameer Nelson. It's Painter, free to fire.
Toughest shot in basketball to make is right there.
With no one around.
Yes.
Yep.
But he was looking around because he was sure somebody was coming.
He said, well, we're the guys I used to play with. They defend this position. It's Moore. Dixon. A series of moves and a jiggle for two. And a timeout taken with 3:10 to go. Colin Gillespie, one of the best three-point shooters in the country, knocks in this tray. Villanova by 4.
And Villanova has regained the lead. 27-23. They're up by 4. Dixon leading Villanova with 7 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 2 rebounds, 1 steal for the forward. Samuels, he's having an all-around night. 6 points, 3 for 5 from the field, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. Slater's, another guy. He's gonna go out there and play some good defense for you, but he's got those 2 fouls. They definitely do not want him picking up that third before the first half ends. So hopefully he can watch that, or he might already be subbed out, honestly. 3 points, 4 rebounds for the big man. Gillespie with 6 points, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds and an assist for him. And Daniels off the bench with 3 points, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. Moore also, he's not having a good shooting night, 1 for 5 from the field. He's going to have to turn it up so Villanova can go on a run. He's got 2 points. Go over to Delaware. Delaware staying in there, though. You got to give credit to Delaware. They're staying in there, only down 4. Davis with 8 points around. Team effort from Delaware if they want to hang with Villanova. And that's what it's looking like. Everybody's doing their job. Painter with 4 points, 2 for 3 from the field, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes, but this is gonna be a good one. It looks like. Shout out to everybody in the stream. If you could like, comment, subscribe, that'll be much appreciated. And yeah, let's get back to the game.
Coverage of the Ncaa basketball tournament is sponsored by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Sonic. This is how we Sonic. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back in Pittsburgh, 2-seed Nova up by 4. Take a look at our reset. 13-4 Villanova run here, Reg, and Villanova started 5 of 17, but they have caught fire, hitting 6 of their last 8.
Well, again, balanced offense and moving the basketball. They've been very patient. I think early on in the first couple minutes, too many quick shots for Jay Wright and this Wildcat team.
To get here, the Blue Hens defeated 2 top seeds in the CAA tournament on consecutive days. To win that, get the automatic berth. Carr shuffling and scoring inside as he squirted through a couple defenders.
Kevin, you just saw on our game summary that Delaware is scoring the ball close to the basket. That's now 18 points in the paint for the Blue Hens.
It's Moore probing on top and defended by Asamoah. Ian Samuels and a bump right there, and he got that from Davis. He'll pick up the foul and a timeout taken, 2.5 in the half on CBS.
I did it, guys. I finally got myself a championship.
That you did, Chuck.
Plus, Capital One shopping automatically saved me money on my captain's gear. And what better way to hit the men's and women's Final Four?
A plane.
Don't talk back to your superior officer.
Aye, Captain. Now, let's get rolling on down to New Orleans.
Rolling?
On the new matzo meat and supreme meats.
Love the smell of Italian food.
Subway keeps refreshing and refreshing.
The bigger the dream, the bigger the team.
And if there do be a dream, the dream has to include me. I hope that dream's dream is for me to be free.
This is what we do.
The Loyal Order of Riders.
Riders, let your queries be known.
Yeah, hi. Instead of letting passengers wrap their arms around us, can we put little handles on our jackets?
Denied.
Can you imagine?
I want a new nickname. Can you guys start calling me Snake?
No, Brian.
Denied.
How about we all get quotes to see if we can save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer?
Approved.
Cool. Hey, if Brian's not going to be Snake, can I be Snake?
No.
Check out this verb.
Come on.
Now I'm here. Now you're here. Can't go on 'cause I am right where I belong.
The Queen is holding court.
Thank you, darling.
The brunch is everything. The mimosa is a hard.
Get in the back.
Look, your cousin dared me. I had no choice.
My cousin is 12.
This is your captain speaking. You know, because they're like captain's chairs. To be fair, I did say heads up.
To be fair, you're sleeping on the couch.
Hey, Mercedes, change lighting to baby blue.
I think you're actually more annoying back there. Get up here.
The Mercedes-Benz GLS. Perfect bliss, wherever you sit.
I'm going to grab the handle now.
Next month here on CBS, we head to the incomparable atmosphere of Augusta National for a tradition unlike any other. It's the Masters this April on CBS. Here in Pittsburgh, Nova by 2. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, best Coke ever. Who is deciding these things? Maybe we just have to try it and see. Debate the goatness. Two-point lead. There's a look at Martin Inglesby, who played in one NCAA tournament as a point guard, a starter at Notre Dame. 3-year starter for the Irish, then went on to be an assistant coach. The ball is knocked away. Inside, nice blue hen defense. Asamoah 3. Rebound. Moore.
As soon as that left his hand, he knew that shot was off, trying to track it down.
Samuels puts in a shot from distance.
What a game for Samuels. 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field, block shots, 3 rebounds, doing a little bit of everything.
Nelson. Davis has got bodies all over him. Anderson. This is a 3. With a leaping rebound inside by Daniels.
Davis was trying to get Anderson to clear out so Davis could make a move.
There goes Gillespie surveying and finds Dixon. Lobbing inside, Samuels, hot hand. Got the pass off Gillespie. Daniels a 3.
And the time bounce. Back-to-back threes here by Villanova, stretching this lead to 8.
13-2 Nova run.
Well, Samuels makes a great pass to get it out of trouble, and then Gillespie dribbles to the baseline, pulls the defense along with him, so Daniels has all day to shoot the ball.
Nelson with a triple.
They're pressing now.
Yep, he is.
Now that they're down.
0-7, Nelson.
We saw this in our first game with Lucas Williamson of Loyola Chicago, their best player.
Justin Moore tries to drive, ramrods his way in. and gets another 2. They're scoring at will, slicing him up. Biggest lead of 10.
And these guards can get to the basket and score. They're big and they're strong.
15-2 Nova run. A miss right there, taken by Jair Davis.
And the pace has suddenly picked up a little bit. Delaware was moving the ball, moving guys side to side, getting what they wanted because they could get the defense out of position. But one pass and a shot, that's not working.
Timeout, Villanova. With 18 seconds to go, Cats will have it. They have built their lead to 10 on a 15-2 run.
There's a moment. The moment we ask, what if?
What if we could go further, jump higher, or run the whole thing? What if we could be who we're meant to be?
And become who you look up to. This is the moment it all starts.
This is the moment it all starts.
But only if we get the chance to have it.
Fans are back. Coming up, AT&T at the half. Scores, highlights, latest NCAA tournament news, all coming up on AT&T at the half from our CBS studios in New York. So Villanova, guys, has made their last 6 shots. They've made 9 and 11, and that's the difference in the game, as initially Delaware was up by 7.
Kevin, and I think that Villanova has been able to play a little bit more comfortably on offense because Delaware is hurrying things up when they're on offense and they're missing shots, and that allows Villanova to get out and go.
It's Moore. A stutter step in the drive, and he lost the ball, and Painter got it, and he gets it out to Nelson, who finds Anderson, who goes by Samuels, and can't get the shot at the buzzer. So we saw a 17-point turnaround in that first half. Down by 7, Villanova leads by 10, and they thrive on a 15-2 run to Dana.
Kevin, thank you, Coach. You guys finished on a 15-2 run. What was the difference?
We started guarding them a little bit better.
Is that all you said to them? Guard better.
It was about that simple. And they're a very good defensive team, too. They're underrated defensively. Kind of got a little bit of feel what they were doing. They'll make adjustments. We got to play a good 20 minutes.
You also told us yesterday you wanted to see a balanced offensive attack, and that's what you got later in the second half. How do you keep that going in the second half?
Yeah, we got a good inside game going. You know, Colin really hasn't gotten it going yet, and we really haven't gotten many threes, but our inside game, Eric Dixon's been really effective.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Jay Wright has won 2 national championships. He has won overall 683 games. Like we began our telecast, a Hall of Famer last fall. That's the end of the first half. It's a 10-point Nova lead. We'll take you to AT&T at the half after these messages. You're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship on CBS Sports.
Okay, Villanova, you had me sweating in the first half, but I think they've kind of understood how to move forward. Villanova Wildcats up 10, 35-25. They're playing Villanova basketball now. They're shooting 50% from the field, 50% from the three-point line. They're holding Delaware to 10% from the three-point line, which is good. That's good numbers right there. They can keep that up. This might be a blowout win. But Davis with 8 points, 4 for 6 from the field. Anderson with 7 points, 3 for 5 from the field, 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Carr with 4 points, 2 for 2 from the field, 2 rebounds and assists. We go over to Villanova. Samuels leading Villanova in scoring 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He's 4 for 6 from the field. Eric Dixon with 7 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 2 rebounds and an assist. 2 rebounds and a steal for Eric Dixon. Colin Gillespie, 6 points, 2 for 4 from the three-point line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. The way how I see it, yeah, if they can. And Daniels off the bench with 6 points, 2 for 3 from the field. from the three-point line. Sorry, the way how I see it, Villanova was beating themselves that first half. They've kind of slowed things down, understood what Delaware is doing offensively and defensively, and they're going to attack that. That's one thing about Coach Wright over at Villanova. He's such a smart coach. He's actually a coach. Unlike some of these guys that just kind of go recruit talent and expect their talent to go out there and do their job. You still got to be a coach, and that's what Coach Jay Wright is doing. He's coaching his squad to, in my opinion, a W. We will see how this goes out, though. This is the month of March. Anything is possible. March is the month of miracles, so we will see how this game goes. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the stream. If you could like, comment, subscribe, it would be much appreciated. And let's see if they're back to talk at halftime.
This is AT&T at the half. AT&T fast, reliable, and secure.
20 minutes in the books in Pittsburgh. Good tight game until the last 5:41 when Nova went 15-2 on Delaware. Welcome back. Studio 43, AT&T at the half. Ernie Johnson, Clark Kellogg, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley. So this is a 10-point game after it was really tight. And you've talked about Delaware and their proximity to Nova, 43 miles apart, but they've never beaten them, 0-15 all time. Delaware's never beaten a top 25 team. We've never won a game in the NCAA tournament. Yeah. A lot of stuff riding on this thing.
Can I interject another question?
Yeah.
What's that called? That
spurt ability?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's Clark.
That's what Villanova just did.
Clark said something very interesting off the air. It's just like the Auburn-Jacksonville game. You got a nip-and-tuck game, everything under control, and now you're down 10. Same thing happened in the Auburn game. And now I don't know if Delaware is good enough to come back. Because one thing about Villanova, they are very well coached. They're not going to turn the ball over. So when you got a 10-point lead, you have to help teams come back a little bit. And if you don't turn the ball over, and they're always going to be a good, solid shooting team. So I think the Blue Hens are in trouble.
Throw some highlights at you here from the first half, a few plays to let you know how this game has flowed. And Dylan Painter of Delaware.
Nice start, doing a nice job. Got his body on that defender. That's exactly what you want to do, Chuck. You want to find him, feel him, and then finish him. And that's what Painter did. But there's a big-time throwdown by Jermaine Samuels, and then you add to the inside presence with the perimeter shooting. That, too, was Jermaine Samuels. So the Wildcats able to accelerate to that 10-point lead.
Clark, what you said was so interesting because one of my great coaches I played with was Paul Silas. And he said, guys think, I had a bunch of great coaches, but Paul Silas taught me something about defense because I wasn't a great defender. And we were talking about it. He says, guys think when you play defense as a big man, you want to be as physical as possible with the guy. He says, that's the stupidest thing ever because then they know where you're at all the time.
Exactly.
He says, the one thing you don't ever want them to feel your body.
That's right.
And it taught me a very valuable lesson because when you put your body on the guy, he's like, oh, he's there.
Right.
And it's easy for you to maneuver around him.
Well, we talked about how a team like Villanova could put pressure on a team like Delaware. But we really never talked about how Delaware could put a team like Villanova at unease. When you overcommit on the defensive end, when you're a team like Delaware who doesn't have sometimes the physical attributes, it's better to just stay solid. Let's shoot over the top of us. And I thought they pressured the basketball a little bit too much. They had some early success, and then the pressuring the basketball, they're like, oh, wait, but we can get by you and we can finish instead of staying solid. So Delaware needs to stay solid instead of where Villanova needs to pressure you. So it's depending on who you are, what you do.
10-point game, and by the way, Jameer Nelson Jr., 0 for 7 in the first half, and Delaware down by 10. Meantime, let's head to Milwaukee for this one. Yale and Purdue.
Yeah, Boilers and Bulldogs.
Milwaukee.
And
you don't know that's in the mean streets, sir?
That is the mean streets of Milwaukee. My hometown.
Your hometown?
Yeah. Well, we can say one thing. One team was meaner than the other one today.
Yes, indeed.
Clearly, the Boilermakers clicking on all cylinders. That's Sasha Stefanovic, a laser from the three-point line, and the Boilers with that inside presence. they can make it happen when they're singing from the three-point line, too. Hard to deal with.
They got Mr. J. Navi, who is fantastic. If you haven't got a chance to see Purdue play, he is fantastic.
Yeah, top 3 player in the country to me, without question.
Winner of that game gets Virginia Tech or Texas. Meantime, Texas Tech. This team will defend, and this team lighting it up today.
Ernie Johnson Jr., Terrence Shannon Jr. on that 3, and he's been out a lot this season with back spasms, Ernie. If he is healthy, it takes Texas Tech to another level offensively, and we know how tough they are defensively there.
Oh, my goodness.
72% in the first half. They're down to 67% for the game, but somehow still hanging on to that 97-62 lead. Texas Tech's one of these teams. I mean, if you catch them at the wrong time, because, look, they're going to show up with that defense every time.
But it's coming.
But if you go back and look for the last few years, even going back to the Final Four run, Coach Beard, who's one of the best coaches who's at Texas now, they have developed a culture. We're going to make every game a knockdown, drag-out fight. They're going to play great defense. The key is always, can they make enough shots? But Coach Beard, like I say, he's obviously at Texas right now. He's got the same culture still going down. They're great defensively. Can they make enough shots? This obviously was a mismatch. But if they make shots, they're always going to play great defense.
And Mark Adams, their coach now, who grew up farming and said the only thing he learned from farming is that you got to get off the farm. And he has. He's the head coach now.
And he was also the defensive coordinator during that great stretch that Chris Beard and he and the rest of that staff had together.
There is more to come when AT&T at the half continues. Don't you go anywhere.
Okay, what's your favorite song?
Can't ask me that.
It's like asking someone who their favorite kid is.
So you're saying that you love all 26 of your little babies equally?
Yes, but only that sweet, sweet honey barbecue is going to private school.
I knew you had a favorite. Can I have a wing? Nope.
We all need help. Just different kinds. Maybe you need a little. Maybe you need a lot. At H&R Block, get the expert tax help you need. Online and in person. Help is here.
Thanks for coming in. Coach says here you've managed teams. What about a store?
Well, it would be a first, but I'm really confident I'd be successful at it.
Try this. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
Look, I can't work the month of March.
The entire month of March?
It'll be a week-to-week thing.
You know what? We'll get back to you.
You're going to get back to me?
AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure, even in the madness of March.
You mean I don't have this job?
When you step into a new day, determined, committed,
and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
we want to make a movie, not just some gangster film. This is a story about family.
One big producer, do whatever it takes.
I'm gonna handle it. What is our opening line? I believe in America.
Come up tonight, CBS from Greenville, Cal State Fullerton taking on Duke. And of course, the story with the Blue Devils, Coach K, the last ride.
My feelings going into the season are the same that they've been for most of my time as a head coach, and that is to be in the moment. I've learned not to be reflective and not to be futuristic. I've been in some amazing moments, a lot of them in victory.
Duke is the king of the dance.
Some in defeat.
Duke, and they are going to be denied the chance to win a championship.
No, it's not hard for me to stay in the moment.
Today marks 42 years to the day that Coach K signed to be Duke's head coach. And tonight, he begins his final journey on the bench in the NCAA tournament. We talk about the finality of this tournament. You talk about players, hey, it may never play again, you know, if your team gets knocked out. But every time he takes the floor now, this could be it.
You know, it's been an honor and a privilege to know Coach K all these years. I first met him in '92 on the Dream Team, and I was terrified to walk up to him because he was already having great success. Wonderful coach, obviously, but a better person. I just got a lot of love and admiration and respect for him and his entire family. Hey, listen, I never look at it like a finality. I've had a great run. I'm not comparing myself to Coach K. I've had an amazing life. Coach K has had an amazing life. We should celebrate it.
Yep.
But like I say, man, he's had one of the greatest rides of all time.
Well, you know, as the rival, so to speak, what I've got to see him build this, honestly, because when I walked on the campus of University of North Carolina State was the rival. It was Jim Valvano, and they won championships. He switched the whole thought process. It used to be a red room in your house or a light blue room. It became a dark blue room and a light blue. That's why we respected what he did as a competitor and as a university with North Carolina.
Sometimes the position you're in at the table squeezes your shot clock. I don't have enough time, but really remarkable about Coach K in my mind is what he has done as a leader in the game over 4 decades. He continues to evolve and grow as a leader and ambassador, which is amazing.
75 years old. There are coaches, and there's Coach K. We'll get you back to Pittsburgh for the second half. At first, we go to Lily, who's inside the madness.
Everything here is very secure. One team has secured the win, the other team has secured the loss. The coach has secured his job, and the clock has secured the time. And security is asking us to leave this way. Okay, thank you, sorry.
They seem nice. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure, even in the madness of March.
Ah, what a beautiful day to welcome you to your retirement with Physicians Mutual, including coverage for the gaps in Medicare.
Oh, I'm so happy I could just sing.
You've got that happy retirement feeling.
I've got that Physicians Mutual feeling. You helped me find the coverage I need.
So you can have the retirement you deserve.
I got a good feeling now that I'm covered.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Chipotle's all-new Pollo Asado starts with fresh grilled chicken, hand-cut cilantro, finished with fresh lime, guajillo peppers, and garlic. All to make our new Pollo Asado bright, flavorful, and uniquely Chipotle.
Best ever. These debates can get nasty.
Hello, Lisa.
Hey, Stewie. I'm in your head again, which means your head must be the Hall of Fame. So what's it gonna be? Which one's the Lisa Leslie of Coke?
at the half.
I'm stuck in this, like, infinite time loop thing. I'm reliving the same day over and over again. I get to do whatever I want. Plus, nacho fries never leave the menu.
She's violating the Nacho Fries limited timeline.
Does that happen every day? Let's dip.
Try her now!
What's happening?
Let's get spicy!
I'm the latest hashtag challenge, and everyone on social media is trying me. I'm trending so hard that hashtag common sense can't keep up. This is gonna get tens and tens of views. But if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, you could be left to pay for this yourself.
Get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem for a whole lot less.
CBS Comedy is brought to you by Woodstone B&B. Drop in for a visit, stay for a lifetime.
Hey, March Madness fans.
Come check us out.
So say hello to the good times.
Nancy Ryan here at Renewal by Andersen. Linda, your windows are made up with your exclusive material called Fibrex. Is that a true composite material?
It is, Nancy. Other companies advertise windows made with 2 types of vinyl and call them composite windows. That's still a vinyl window, and vinyl is 100% plastic. Our Fibrex material is 2 times stronger than vinyl and incredibly energy efficient. So our windows are custom built to last decades.
Call now during the huge 31-day sale.
Start your adventures at Roundhouse Power Sports, your one-stop for all of your power sports needs. With parts, accessories, riding apparel, casual clothing, and more. Roundhouse Power Sports has Honda, Kawasaki, Kimco, and Husqvarna, and we service what we sell with our factory-certified technicians. Roundhouse is family-owned and operated and been voted hometown favorites for 3 years running. Start your next adventure at Roundhouse Power Sports, Route 764 Duncansville, and on the web at roundhousepowersports.com.
Coverage of the NCAA men's basketball tournament is sponsored by Invesco QQQ, official ETF of the NCAA. Allstate. Save money like a champion with Allstate. Taco Bell's Nacho Fries. And by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
We're back in Pittsburgh. Let's take a look at AT&T 5G first half stats. And Dan, right off the bat, plus 12 points from 3 for Villanova.
Well, we talked about the fact before the game, Kevin, that Villanova, we thought, needed to make some threes. And you heard Jay Wright tell Dana at halftime that they hadn't made very many threes. Well, they made 5 in a row. And I think it's the three-point basket that has really gotten Villanova off and rolling here. And as you say, Delaware's only 1 for 10. That you can't overcome that.
No, and a 15-2 run for Villanova. They've got momentum.
And talking about momentum, Jameer Nelson is going to have to find some momentum for the Blue Hens. This is the guy that's been in double figures 12 of his last 13 ball games. Give the credit to the Wildcat defense of really crowding Jameer Nelson and frustrating him. 14 points a game. They're going to need a little bit more aggression for him at the offensive end.
Dana, what do you have?
Guys, I asked Coach specifically about that, and he said Jameer, like the rest of the team, just pushing it too much, too many quick shots. He wants to see them doing a better job on that, being patient like they were early in the ball game. As for defense, it's what you guys said. You knew this was coming. They got to guard against the 3 better.
And now they just turned it over. Dana, thank you very much. Yeah, the 3-point shot, only 1 made by Delaware and 5 made by Nova. We start the second half. It's the player of the year, Gillespie. Nice ball rotation ending up to Slater. Dixon. Moore. Free to fire from 3.
On cue, 6 in a row now, right?
6 in a row now.
Make 9 a game.
Nelson and Carr. Oh, he goes inside and tried to bulldoze his way and could not find any room to fire. And Moore and the offense of Nova the other way in a hurry. Gillespie, he'll uncork a 3. Dixon lassos the ball. Outside, a 3 up and off by Moore. And they go the other way with Davis.
And Delaware's got to move the ball from side to side. They can't get involved in one-on-one play. Got to get everybody involved. And Davis, I think, has to touch it.
They're looking down low, and Davis went through his hands. Bad pass, and Villanova will take it the other way, and they're led here by Justin Moore out of Fort Washington, Maryland. Played it to Matha High School. Here's Gillespie.
Wow, too easy. And nice pin there. Down low by Dixon to allow Gillespie to get all the way to the cup.
We're going to get a timeout. 22 run, 20-2 run by Villanova. They are hitting in every gear right now. The 2 seed on top of the 15 on CBS.
32 million.
I came to you for a loan. My wife needs this surgery.
You're my brother. I love you. Have I ever gotten you anything that I couldn't get you out of?
No.
Stop! Just gonna borrow it.
Does your wife know you're Rob Banks?
Well, this is more like it. Listen, I appreciate the Delaware Blue Hens for coming out here and competing, but I mean, this is Villanova basketball we're talking about. 15-point lead for Villanova. Excuse me, by the way. 15-point lead for Villanova, 40-25. Davis leads Delaware with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. Anderson with 7 points, 3 for 5 from the field. We go over to Villanova. It's a whole team effort. Samuels with 9 points, 4 for 6 from the field, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Gillespie with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 for 5 from the 3. You got Eric Dixon, 7 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 3 rebounds, and a steal. You got Slater, 3 points, 4 rebounds, a block. Moore, 7 points, 3 for 8 from the field, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. You got Daniels off the bench, 6 points, 2 for 4 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. I mean, this is a team effort, and this is why Villanova is Villanova. You know, this is, to me, how a team is supposed to be. This is why, like, I always bring up Kentucky because Kentucky is one of my favorite teams, but, like, Kentucky's, like, they fell off, basically, because they're always trying to get that big-time talent, and the rotation is, like, between, like, 6 to 7 players, right? But you see it, like, really on Kentucky, only like 3 people can score, really, if we're being honest, consistently. But, like, you see a team like Villanova, everybody's well-rounded, disciplined. And, I mean, that also goes back to the coaching style. It's not just the players. It's the coaching style. Coach Jay Wright is such a good coach. He knows his personnel. He knows, just how to coach. And that's really important, man. I'm surprised he's not an NBA coach, honestly. But, yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in into the stream. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. I mean, damn, they're even holding Delaware to 10% from the 3. No, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. But yeah, let's get back to the stream, man.
Vision greatness today. Tune in to Inside March by Buick and find out. Well, speaking of greatness, Jameer Nelson Sr., College Player of the Year back in 2004 for St. Joe's. He is the father of Jameer Nelson Jr., who's on this team, the transfer from George Washington. And dad and son look alike, and they play alike.
Yeah, very similar games. I think Jameer was a little bit more craftier with the basketball than Junior.
3-point shot. And out of bounds it goes, and then here comes Villanova again.
That's right. Hey, guys, you were talking about Jameer Nelson Sr. I had a chance to talk to him earlier this week. He's so proud of his son because he's become his own man, his own player. He said he didn't want to be pressure for him. He wants to be an outlet. But the one piece of advice that he gave him was just to stay in the moment. Do what you can do to help the team win. Maybe in this moment that can help him right now.
They need a lot of help. Dixon 3. When your big man is knocking him down from out there, you know it is your day.
Puts so much pressure. We know what he does down low because of that body size, but when he can stretch the big out to the 3-point line, this Villanova team goes to a different level.
Nice contorted move inside by Carr. He averted the defense and got in.
Kevin, Dixon is not a high-volume three-point shooter, but he's shooting 48% from out there, so you give him that much time.
Dixon a screen. Moore. He'll drive on Allen. My goodness.
Part of the problem for Delaware, they get out there and try to guard the three, and as a result, that gives Villanova a chance to slip by and get to the basket. And again, Moore is big and strong, and he's just hard to stop. Once he gets going, 6'4", 210 pounds, he gets that body close to the basket. He's tough to stop.
Allen picks up the foul.
He straight told Allen he needs to get into the weight room. There was no way he was going to stop him on that drive.
I wonder if Jay Wright's more pleased with their three-point shooting than he was time.
Anderson to Davis and out to Carr. A three. Andrew Carr, starter all season. Part of the all-tournament team, all-state. He's from Westchester, Pennsylvania.
And now the Blue Hens in a 2-3 zone. They've been playing man most of this ball game.
Cutting Daniels and Gillespie threads it in for two.
That's the problem. When you're not used to playing zone, there's those gaps.
Oh, Nelson dodging defenders and takes it in. That shows you his quick acceleration.
What a pass here by Gillespie. Beautiful finish here.
Great job getting into the interior of the zone, and whether you're going into the interior of a zone or man-to-man, you get in there, it causes the defense to step toward the ball, and that allows guys cutting from the corners to be wide open against the zone.
We've talked about sixth-year coach Martin Inglesby of the Blue Hens. His dad, Tom, is a standout guard for Villanova from 70 to 73, led Villanova on that national championship game appearance. His brother Brad is a writer and producer for HBO's Mayor of Easttown. Moore puts it up and through. Wawa's a place in Pennsylvania.
I loved Mayor.
I did too.
That was great. I'm the one that told you about it.
No, I like it. I liked it.
I'm the one that told you and Ann to watch it.
Oh, cutting Nelson. Good feed from on top and Anderson.
Okay, 5 quick points by Jameer Nelson Jr. We talked about 0 of 7 at halftime. Goose egg. Now starting to get a little bit of a spring in his step now.
Got to get some stops down here. Now quickly, Reg, you see they're back to the man-to-man.
Ryan Antoine is in and on top. They got Daniels who will dance and get the Dixon screen. Oh, look at him carve his way. Diligently working inside. Dixon dropped it. Shot clock at 4. Outside. 3 more. Oh, it's a 2. He was on the line. It's a 2. And Villanova up 54 to 35.
Kevin, they called it a 53, but the referee signaled they're going to review that at the next media timeout.
Boy, 5 quick points for Moore, who has 16 today.
Carr will slice down the middle. And it was authored by Justin Moore of Villanova.
The ocean's the most perfect shade of blue, the most royal of all the blues.
Actually, the sky's the perfect shade of blue.
We all know what the most elite shade of blue is.
Yeah, a blue that's actually perfect. Undefeated, if you will.
Live your best life in any color.
It's a 3.
Nice shot.
Man, I could do that. Do what? You mean play basketball?
You haven't touched the ball since JV.
You ain't got no game, baby.
You know what you could do? Hand out water bottle styles.
You're like 5'6". I'm 5'7". Climb on someone's shoulder.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure. It's wireless. Pick something we all like.
Okay, hold on.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
It's Buick Envision.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot.
Don't worry. I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
Buick Envision, an SUV built around you. All of you.
Hey, bud. Thanks for coming out to cheer me on.
Dad, I'm always here.
I'm always here for you, too.
Okay, go, Dad.
Thanks.
No, everyone's passing you.
Oh, you got it, Coach.
Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds. You know, like the sign says.
The more people see of the world, the more likely they are to be better people.
This is CNN Plus.
Here are 5 things you need to know.
That's a lot of excitement.
How does a parent navigate this?
This was our most upvoted question.
I feel it coming. Well, ain't that something?
I've never experienced anything like this.
In 3, 2...
My fingers and I do this to make a living. We're too busy to do taxes.
I love doing taxes for self-employed people. You can hand those off to me.
Yeah, but can I hand them off without using my hands?
We can arrange that. You do your thing. You've got your taxes. Intuit, TurboTax Live.
Let's talk about what is professional today.
I've been a janitor, I've been a designer, I've been an executive.
Creating my own seat at the table was doing things different.
There's work, and there's what works for you.
Professional is you, professional is us.
It's ours to define.
Want to remind you to watch CBS Sports HQ for the best coverage of the big dance. Catch tournament highlights, picks, previews, recaps, and much, much more on the free 24/7 Sports News Network. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. Well, the tournament summary, 4 games have gone into overtime, and I can accurately tell you none here. Villanova. Dan, you were talking about the three-point shooting of the Wildcats. 9 of 11 from 3 the last 14 and a half minutes of game time.
They have done a great job moving the ball, Kevin, and they have really ramped up their defense from the start of the game. And it's a whole lot easier to rebound the ball and get down and get your offense going when the other team is backpedaling. If they're making baskets, they can get back and set the defense.
Here's Andrew Carr, whose dad played at Delaware.
Well, I hope Coach Wright is happy now, as you mentioned, Dan. They're at 9 of 16 from 3. They average 9 a game, and we've got just a shade under 15 minutes left.
Ryan Antoine, little full court pressure. Here's Gillespie. As Nova evades the defense and sets up with Slater on top, defended by Carr. Oh, the crossover. The Carr stuck with him. Gillespie, rise and fire.
Kevin, they are so good at that pump fake and then relocating on the dribble, just going one dribble to the side. They all do it.
Ryan Allen on top to Anderson on the wing. It's a 3 launched and missed that time by Asamoah. Nelson a 3, short. He continues to struggle, 2 of 11 overall.
Well, one of the things I think you have to be able to do to beat Villanova is you don't necessarily need to match them 3 for 3, but you need to make some 3-point baskets, and Delaware just hadn't been able to do it.
Gillespie. Oh my, that's a 3 from way outside, and it's a rebound retrieved by Anderson.
That was a 4.
That was a 4. That was from 4-point territory. Hit pocketed. Nice hustle by Daniels. It's off to Gillespie. And even with a sizable 20-point lead, their biggest this afternoon, they continue to dive for loose balls.
I like what they're doing right here. Patience here. Not getting anything rushed. Get into your offense. Take some time off the clock and find a quality shot.
Antoine. Daniels. Oh, a cutting move, but he lost it in mid-flight. Samuels. Gillespie back to Slater. New shot clock. Antoine, 3. Rebound volleyball out there by Samuels and picked up on the play by Allen. Delaware in blue with the move by Allen and a foul on the perimeter, and it's called there on Brian Antoine. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Best Coke ever. Who's deciding these things? Maybe we just have to try and see. Debate the GOATness. to beat the goatness, Reggie.
I would think they would just put you in charge of that, Kevin.
I'm sitting next to a couple goats. Old goats. One old goat.
We are old. We are old, that's for sure.
Back in the game, Dylan Painter. Dixon is on him. Plenty of time with which to work. Jair Davis on the doorstep.
Saw a little bit of that in the first half from Davis.
Davis began at Providence, redshirted, and then transferred.
That's Davis'
to the Bruins.
First field goal.
Isn't that something? Yeah, wow. He's averaging 9. He was the conference rookie of the year, as we mentioned earlier, so he's had a terrific season. Screened by Dixon. Moore wanted to go back inside, and Painter deflects the ball.
Okay, let's see if they can create some offense now from that defense.
Asamoah. Ryan Allen. 1,800 points in his career.
Find Dixon.
Weaving is Nelson. That is an offensive foul on Jameer Nelson Jr.
Nice job there by Gillespie. Moving his feet, taking the contact in his chest.
Villanova, the 2 seed and number 6 nationally, heading to the tournament. Hitting in every possible way, inside, outside, for the sizable lead.
Coke with coffee. We blended Coke with rich coffee for one very good reason. Your afternoon pick-me-up routine needed it. Simple as that. Coke with coffee.
Yikes. This one is, yeah, can't say I'm surprised, but damn. Delaware was winning at one point. But, Villanova is up by 18, 57-39. Moore, how much is Moore averaging this year, though? I'm curious. I'm very curious. Cause he's averaging 15. I was thinking it's like 10 to 12, but no, I definitely lowballed him. 15 a night. Did the math the great. If you're from the DMV, you know about Justin Moore for surely. But yeah, 15. He's averaging 15 a night. He's got 16 right now. I mean, he's put this team on his back. Same with Gillespie and Eric Dixon. And yeah, I'm not really surprised. I got to be honest. Like, this is what I was expecting of Villanova. That's why I was so shocked when, they were down. I was like, wait, what's going on? This is Villanova we're talking about. But this is what I believe teams like the good teams like Villanova. Not everybody has this 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever ranking they got, plays like this. Some teams, cough, Kentucky, they play down to their competition. And not that Delaware is a bad team, but Delaware definitely is not on the same level as Villanova. You understand? Villanova just got too much for them, right? So Villanova, first half, they were trying to understand Delaware's game and, what they were going to do. And then we saw what happened. The second half, they've gone on a complete destroy and kill mission. This has been fun to watch. But Davis and Ncaa for Delaware having great games, though. And Anderson. Carr is still 4 for 4 from the field, 1 for 1 from the 3-point line. He's still 100%. He's having a great offensive night, but his team is just not playing good on defense. The team as a whole, though, is shooting 14% from 3. That's crazy. Then if we take a look at rebounds and assists, yeah, they got 5 more rebounds than Delaware, and they have 5 more assists than Delaware. I'm definitely looking forward to Villanova going deep in this tournament. I think they might be the most disciplined team, if not top 3. So let's see how this game, ends up. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, let's get back to the game.
8 wins against AP Top 25 team in the country with that kind of winning percentage against the AP Top 25.
Kevin, that's a good point that you make about doing everything they need to do in a game like this. They have given Delaware no hope. The Blue Hens have not been able to really feel confident that, okay, we can really do this.
Justin Moore curling around and got it to go. It'll drop. It'll count.
And you're absolutely right. Curling. This young man is putting on a weight room show here in the paint. He is going absolutely at everyone who's trying to guard him.
And Reggie, it's really interesting. They don't necessarily, to get a post-up game going, they don't have to post up their center or their forward. They post up their guards, and their guards don't stand down in there waiting to receive the ball. They dribble down there, and as you say, they spin around, and it's really impressive to watch.
Moore and Dixon have just been absolutely special in terms of just their physicality.
Davis to Nelson. They'll drive on Gillespie, but nothing doing. Nowhere to go there. Davis will take it into two defenders for Villanova. And a foul call. Well, tune into the House of Highlights Creator League featuring viral creators Cash Nasty, Cam Wilder, Devontae Friga, and more competing every week in one-on-one basketball games. Watch live on House of Highlights YouTube as they compete for a chance to play in the House of Highlights Creator League Championship game on April 3rd. And I say Hash Nasty with a bit of a giggle. That was Reggie's high school nickname. Hash Nasty.
How did you know?
Because you've told me a couple times, don't play like you don't know what I'm talking about here.
You got me. You got me.
At the line. By the way, as most of you know, the President of the U.S., Joe Biden, his alma mater, Delaware, so I'm sure he's keeping track of this, although he's got a lot of things more important, certainly, more. Samuel put up three, and he can't get it with a rebound collected there by Anderson.
Well, let's see if Delaware can get a little bit of a run going here.
Ryan Allen finds Anderson for the triple. Rebounding advantage to Villanova. That should be pretty clear so far as Gillespie, who led the Big East in three-point shots made, gets it down low, and it's caught by the twirling Moore. Arcidiacono is in. Moore in the corner. Screen by Dixon. He'll try to penetrate, and Pearson waiting for him is the defensive call. And then a foul on Nelson, who collapsed.
Well, he didn't collapse. He was thrown to the floor there by Dixon.
I'm not sure he was thrown to the floor, Reggie, as much as he just bounced off.
Oh, look at that. He was thrown to the floor right there by Dixon.
You take your life in your hands when you get down there with Dixon.
Slater will inbound. Approaching the halfway point of the second half and working his way down low, Daniels. Outside Slater. It's over to Moore, who gets a screen. Then the switch on defense. Now Anderson on him. And Moore across the lane, knocked away by Anderson.
Well, finally someone gets a little bit of revenge against Moore. Anderson.
Anderson is a big guard, and that was a really nice play. Moore had slithered by him.
It's a three. Jermaine Samuels hits another. He's got 12.
And 5 different Wildcats have knocked down threes today. 11 of 21 as a team.
Samuels with 2 threes. Carr is gyrating on top, and that's a turnover for the Blue Hens.
There's only 1 second left on the shot clock, or 2 seconds when that ball's inbounds. He just catches it and lets it go. Really impressive.
Wildcats, 5 straight wins coming in.
There's Moore posting up again.
Moore against Nelson. It's Daniels, Arcidiacono, and now Slater, and the shot clock down to 7. He'll dance on Anderson. He'll try to carve inside. It's Anderson the other way. Allen on the wing. It's a 3 over Samuels. Nice rebound by Davis. Trying to get free. Slater is there.
That's a good, tough play by Davis. I mean, Daniels dropped down and actually got a hand on the ball, but Davis didn't panic. He was able to maintain his poise and his balance. Really nice play.
Davis has got 13. He's at 6 of 8. Good-looking player, like we said before. He began at Providence, redshirted, didn't play. Transfers in. That's an offensive foul. That's called on Moore.
Nice job of anticipation there by Nelson Jr.
Jay Wright is really upset about this call, but Jameer Nelson Jr. got himself in great position, and almost always, Reggie, when you see that shoulder make contact with the torso and it's outside the restricted area, it's going to be an offensive foul.
And a taller guy versus a smaller guy as well.
Last season, this Wildcat team of Villanova went 18-7. Lost in the Sweet 16 to Baylor as a number 5 seed. Coming into this year, number 2 seed. Blue Hens with it. Kevin Anderson. Down low, they find Allen. Anderson picked up defensively by Daniels. And inside, they get caught. Carr has got 13, and he's gone 5 of 5.
Well, they forced a couple of turnovers recently, and that's what you got to do. Force some turnovers and convert.
Gillespie with a 3.
Boy, you talk about a lethal stroke. Colin Gillespie is on autopilot right now for Villanova.
4 threes.
He just seems to know when to take that shot in transition, when to move the ball around.
Davis with a foul. So Colin Gillespie, the decorated grad student for Villanova. Popping threes, he's hit 4. Villanova on top.
WeWork is not just a company. It's a movement.
We are a way of life.
The future of work looks different.
We stand to lose or gain billions.
It's not sustainable. We're firing him. Why? Bad energy.
You're crazy.
You're going to sink the ship.
You couldn't do this without me.
We built this.
Boom! I was able to boost my credit score 21 points using Experian Boost.
I boosted my credit score with
Let's just go over some quick stats. Carr and Davis for Delaware, both with 13 points. Wow, Carr's having a great shooting night. Same with Davis. Carr's shooting 5 for 5 from the field, 100% tonight. Davis is 6 for 8 with 6 rebounds. But it's just their teammates aren't producing. You got Jameer Nelson Jr., who to me was probably the best scorer, if not one of the best. I mean, what is he averaging this year? I know he's averaging double digits. Yeah, 14 a night. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him. Man. Maybe, his nerves, maybe his dad in the crowd. I don't know. But from my own understanding, the few games that I watched at Delaware, Jameer Nelson Jr. was a bucket. So for him to be 2 of 11, he's probably forcing too much. But you also have to give credit to Villanova's defense. Villanova has one of the best defense. This is why Villanova is so good to me. They have one of the best defenses and one of the best offenses in the country, in my opinion. Jay Wright knows what he's doing, man. That's really all. Justin Moore with 19 points, 7 for 13 from the field, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for the DMV native. Gillespie with 14 points, 5 for 10 from the field, 4 of 8 from the 3-point line. Great shooting night for him. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. You got Samuels with 12 points, 5 for 9 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. I mean, damn, everybody can shoot the 3. 6 rebounds, 2 assists for Samuels. Eric Dixon with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 for 5 from the field, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. And Daniels leading the bench with 8 points, 3 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. Villanova is shooting 54% from the 3. They're shooting 54% total, but they're shooting also 54% from the 3-point line. I mean, that's amazing. That's actually amazing, Good coaching, good players, just a good program. They were down not double digits, but they were down in the first half, and you kind of had to like sit down and wonder like what's going on. And then they picked it up that last like 3 or 5 minutes of the first half, and then pretty much ever since then they've been on a rampage. So shout out to Villanova for showing, you know, why they deserve that 2, maybe even that number 1. See, you never know, but we will see how far they go in this tournament. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the stream. If you could like, comment, subscribe, it would be much appreciated. And yeah, let's get back to this game.
It's hard to understand what he might be unhappy about.
I think he said, I like the signing of Trubisky by the Steelers.
And since he's from Philadelphia, that got him a technical?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
He's got Jalen Hurts in Philly. Here's Davis at the free throw line. He was the Delaware High School Player of the Year, first team All-State, 4 straight years. Think of that. 4 straight years. He was a first team All-State high school basketball selection. Here he stands, rivals at him, number 38 in the country. Went to Providence, sat out. Here he is at the free throw line as the CAA Rookie of the Year, most outstanding player in the tournament. And the tournament win gets them into the NCAA tournament. And he has had some kind of day. He's got a 6 of 8 game going from the field, 3 of 4 from the line, 15 points and 6 rebounds. Full court again.
Well, you got to put some pressure on now.
Ninth consecutive season, Villanova has won either a regular season or the conference tournament championship. Hard driving Daniels inside. Shot clock is down to 5. Defended by Nelson, who poked it away. The clock is at 2. He's got to fire. Oh, vacuumed in underneath and picked up by Samuels. Off to Gillespie, races with Carr. Outside. Oh, look at Moore with the spoon feed to Dixon.
You play such great defense initially for the Blue Hens.
Discouraging, huh?
Yes, and you give up an offensive rebound. It's just difficult to come back from that.
Here's Davis.
Oh, what a move.
A move with every part of his body as he cleaves his way for 2.
17 now for Davis on 7 of 9 shooting, 6 rebounds.
Well, he's done a really nice job, but he hasn't handled the ball enough, Reggie.
Three put up by Daniels. Rebound Andrew Carr. He has played well last 6 or 8 weeks for this Delaware program.
Last couple of possessions, Delaware's done a better job moving the ball.
Allen drives that baseline. Boy, he was quick.
He was quick, Kevin, but you get the ball side to side. That moves the defense around, and it gives you a better opportunity to drive to the basket.
Justin Moore picking and poking his way, and then accelerates, and Daniels for 3.
It continues to rain here in Pittsburgh for the Villanova Wildcats. 13 of 24 from distance.
Plus 33 points from 3-point territory. Nelson will stick it. Timeout taken Delaware. 5:23 to go. 2-seed Villanova in control over the 15-seed Blue Hens.
Wow, what a Cinderella story we have here.
And who doesn't love a Cinderella story?
Absolutely.
I mean, you're on the edge of your seat.
Tell me about it.
It's like, is the glass slipper going to fit, or isn't it? And the evil stepsisters almost chase the prince off. It's riveting. And then the carriage turns back into a pumpkin at midnight. And have you ever tried to drive a pumpkin? Very unwieldy.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Geico, proud partner of NCAA March Madness. Go to geico.com and see how much you could save.
The Delaware women's basketball team made the NCAA tournament, as did the men's, clearly. They won their CAA tournament. The women of Delaware did against Maryland. Today they're playing. And they are one of 24 programs, men's and women, that are sending 2 teams to the tournament. So congratulations.
That's awesome. A lot of pride on the Delaware campus for the Blue Hens.
And playing their neighbor, Dan, playing a school like Villanova where they are in the shadow of, but compete clearly against them in recruiting, getting kids out of the Philadelphia area. And a 3 by Gillespie. Nice rebound inside, taken by Samuels. Oh, off of Villanova.
And that's a break for Delaware. Kevin, one of the things we're seeing here is that even when Delaware gets that initial stop, they're having a hard time getting the defensive rebound. Jay Wright told us yesterday, Kevin, that he actually watches Delaware on TV a lot because they're close by and he's interested.
And Painter is on the team, a kid that he recruited. Painter has not played in the second half.
Well, remember, he had the ankle problem.
He did. Gillespie. And outside it goes for more. Daniels. And barging ahead is Samuels. Buttons himself underneath. Fouled as he fired.
Shot clock running down. That's the last thing you want to do is bail out the offense. Looked like Samuels was going to take a very difficult shot here, but now you're sending him to the free throw line.
Samuels at the strike.
Reggie, that was a funny play. It looked like Gillespie passed up a layout to pass the ball out for a 3.
Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette reprise their iconic roles in the return of the legendary horror franchise Scream. Rated R. The new movie is now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Try it for free. And if you like Reggie, and his wife, they watched 1883.
Oh, how great was that?
Love that on Paramount Plus.
Yes, we did.
Allen looking down low for Carr. Another turnover.
Was the right idea. You just can't throw that 80-mile-an-hour fastball.
The Blue Hens making their 6th NCAA tournament appearance. They have yet to win in the Big Dance. 9th 20-win season. They did win their 6th conference tournament title, 2nd in the CAA. They've been a part of the North Atlantic, the American East.
Good hustle.
That was great hustle by Nelson. Carr, Nelson, a 3. And another miss, and Nelson has gone 3 of 13 shooting overall. Hustling on the biggest stage in college basketball with a timeout in Pittsburgh.
Hit me. Listen to me now. Is you with me now? The biggie bounce. I know you dig the way I switch my style. Holla, holla. Get your freak on. 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 Get your freak on.
Big night tonight.
The curtain is up, and the spotlight is on you.
We're going to cause some havoc.
This is only the beginning.
$17-point lead for Villanova. Davis is leading Delaware with 17 points, 7 for 10 from the field. He's having him and Carr had a great night alongside Anderson. But yeah, Villanova was just too much for him. For Villanova, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5 guys in double digits. I mean, at that point, it's a little bit out of your hands. If you got 5 guys in double digits when you only got 2. I'm actually surprised from Brian and Antoine, whatever his name is, Antoine. He was to me, I don't know. I just feel like he's one of those guys that. I mean, he was good in high school. So I guess high school basketball doesn't translate as much as they want to say. Rankings and all that matter. He was such a high-ranked guy in high school. So to see him struggle in college, especially at a school like Villanova, is crazy. But yeah, Justin Moore's having an amazing game overall from all standpoints. 19 points, 7 for 13 from the field, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds, 6 assists for the guard. He's got those 3 turnovers though, so he's gonna have to watch that for the next game. Make sure he doesn't turn the ball over too much. Gillespie with 14 points, 5 for 11 from the field, 4 for 9 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for the other guard for Villanova. Samuels with 13 points, 5 for 9 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. They're all shooting great from the 3-point line, which is crazy when you think about it. Like everybody. 6 offensive rebounds for Samuels, 8 rebounds total, 2 assists, a steal and a block for him. Him and Justin Moore are gonna have to watch those turnovers for next game. They can't be turning the ball over 3-4 times a game, as it's gonna be costly versus a good team. Eric Dixon with 12 points, 5 for 6 from the field, 6 rebounds for the big man, 1 steal. And Daniels off the bench, a great game, 4 for 8, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Yeah, no, this Villanova team is they're a problem if everybody's hitting like this. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, it would be much appreciated. And yeah, let's get back to this game. This has been a good one.
Man Moore, who, he didn't get across in time. Did not get the ball across the midcourt stripe in time. Nice defense. No give up in the Blue Hens.
You can't leave Dixon on an island right there trying to bring up the basketball.
I mentioned that our President Joe Biden is a graduate of Delaware, as is Chris Christie, former governor of New Jersey, and a couple of NFL quarterbacks. Won an MVP, Rich Gannon. Also, Joe Flacco. That's a 3-point shot hoisted by Anderson.
And anticipating that Delaware is going to try to pressure, Jay Wright has taken Dixon out of the game.
Gillespie on Carr will dance with him. It's Daniels. Brian Antoine. Baseline drive, down low, Samuels, and a foul. March Madness continues tonight with 8 more first-round games across CBS, TBS, TNT, and True TV. You decide the game you want to watch. Here we'll have Chattanooga against Illinois. Then we get Houston and UAB.
Well, eyes going to be on that Cal State Fullerton and obviously Duke. This being Coach K's last run at it.
Davis back in the contest and checking out Eddie Asamoah. With Jermaine Samuels at the line. Final 4 team and 39, 71, and 85. 09 and 2 straight championships for Jay Wright. 1 in 16, 1 in 18. And the metrics are good for Villanova, too. They have an 8 ranking in the net metrics. 8th in offense, 28th in defense. And they hang their hat on all the things they can do and the versatility they can show and the multiple switching they can make. Out of bounds, Nelson lost his balance on a high pass.
Kevin, if they have an Achilles heel, it might be their depth. They tend not to foul very much. We've seen that in this game, that if somebody gets hurt or they get in foul trouble, they're just not a very deep team.
There's a great tuck inside. Antoine, but a beautiful feed on top. Samuels will get the assist, and it was a beauty. What hasn't Samuels done today? Right, he's done everything. You're right, Dan. Painter is in, first time, second half, with 2.5 to go. Samuels will pick up the foul.
And this is, again, it's what we're saying, Kevin. They move the basketball, they move without the basketball, and Antoine, he just circled around him and nobody picked him up.
Well, they're going to empty the bench and bring in some other players to get a chance to say that they played in the NCAA tournament. Allen and Nelson are out, the two guards. Who, by the way, when Nelson played at George Washington, they were enemies. I mean, they went at each other, and there was no love lost. Now they're teammates, and they've grown to really appreciate each other and each other's game, with Painter at the line, hitting the shot. Jameer Nelson's a junior. So hopefully more for him coming up with this program of Delaware. Painter again. So Oshefu is in. They also bring in Gianmarco Arletti. He's from Bologna, Italy. He's on the ball right now defensively, watching Moore. On top, Antoine triple. Samuels just about had it, saves it, hurtling his body out of bounds, and gets it back to Moore. He'll drive right down the lane, punching in with a whistle.
No stopping, no quitting in this Villanova team. See, they only know how to play one way.
Well, Reggie, they're up by 20 points, and Samuels goes into the bench trying to save the ball.
Right. It looked like assistant coach took a shot.
Got hit, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like an assistant coach on Villanova as Samuels was trying to save the basketball, went right into the face. Yeah, there's blood.
He may have broken his nose.
Samuels saving the ball here, and the assistant coach coming up. Yeah, took an inadvertent elbow to the nose. That's what you call taking one for the team right there.
That's the only thing that's gone wrong for Villanova this afternoon.
Oh, my.
Moore. Joku will check in for Villanova. Arcidiacono is in. Antoine stays in the game. Trey Patterson has come in, a freshman for Villanova, for the final 2 minutes. With the ball here, Wes Peterson, who's a rookie, a freshman from Arlington, Virginia. Oshefu, his brother Daniel played for Villanova. This is Anthony Oshefu. He's a transfer from Stony Brook, where he played 77 games. His older brother Daniel played 4 years at Villanova, including that 2016 national championship team. And he has not played all. This is only the third game he has played all season. Daniels works on Peterson. Here's Patterson going down low. Arcidiacono with a three. And is it saved over there by Joku? No, it's picked up by Gardner. And Oshefu on top. Gardner.
I'm just impressed both of these teams continue to get after it at both ends of the floor here.
It's a national audience. It's the NCAA tournament. It can happen every day.
But you never know who's watching.
You never know.
And this is your chance to, as you say, be a part of the tournament.
Yeah. You know, when you think about some of these kids playing in their last game, and those kids of Villanova will clearly play again, but there's some on that Delaware team that will not. At the free throw line, Wes Peterson. You know, Dan, you think of all the practices parents have driven these kids to, all the jerseys washed and all the different sacrifices the families of these kids have made over the years to let the dream continue for their son or daughter in case of the women's tournament.
Kevin, that's one of the things about the tournament is that there is a jarring finality for one of the teams in every game. One of the teams, yes, they go on, but it just all ends for the loser.
Dylan Painter, for instance, who began at Villanova and ends at Delaware. Archidiakono, Daniels on top. Final minute. Wildcats are going to move on. And they will play Ohio State.
Question's going to be, can Ohio State bring that same level of defense that they brought against Loyola? And then finally their offense caught up to them with Mendel and Brennan. They're going to have their hands full versus this Villanova team.
Caleb Daniels at the line. He's from New Orleans. He's a transfer from Tulane, where he played 60 games. Started half of those, averaged 12 points a game. With Villanova, he averages 10. And Daniels today has got 15 with a couple threes and 9 rebounds. He has been all over the floor for the Wildcats.
Well, there's so many of the guys have, Kevin. You know, Samuels has 15 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block shot.
Davis Long with the ball, and he just lost it. Antoine. And trying to get free here is Patterson. It's Daniels. Antoine 3. Rebound, leaping high and latching onto the ball. Where's Arletti? Can only imagine the emotions going through Dylan Painter's head today. He was a first-team All-State player in the state of Pennsylvania. Went to Villanova. Played his freshman year. Redshirt his sophomore year. The year he redshirted, they won the national championship, and then he transferred.
He felt he wanted to get some playing time early on in his career, and that was another reason why he went to Jay Wright.
Yeah, they wanted to keep him.
They wanted to keep him. They wanted to develop him for moments like this. Right now, he would be, you know, a 4th, 5th year player for Villanova, but he wanted to play his freshman, sophomore year. Every right to do that.
And as Jay Wright told us, there was no animosity.
No,
there.
none.
And that's why Jay would continually watch Delaware, because he could watch him on TV. They called him yesterday the ultimate Villanova basketball player. They got rules and culture for every program, and he followed it to a T. But the Villanova Wildcats handling the 15 seed, a date with the Buckeyes of Ohio State here Sunday in the round of 32.
What an impressive performance by Villanova.
Well, it was a statement win, right? And sometimes when you get wins like this in a tournament, you're trying to send a message.
Well. Shout out to Delaware, though. They did their best. You can't really hate on them. They did their best. Shout out to Davis and Carr and Anderson. Oh, and Jameer Nelson Jr. He picked it up at the end, but, I mean, he shot 3 for 13. It sucks when you know that somebody wants it really bad. Jameer Nelson Jr. He's a workaholic. If you read more into him, you know that he doesn't. You know, he's said it like, oh, I don't want to be like in my dad's shot. I want to be my own person. I respect guys like that have it all. Basically, you know, having an NBA dad is everything, right? But he wants to, you know, go out there and hustle and work for it. But I mean, he just didn't do it today though. 3 for 13, 1 for 5. We're going to hear a lot about Jameer Nelson Jr. though in the future. I already know that for a fact. But besides that, I mean, they shot 15% from 3. I mean, damn. 15%. They shot 44% from the field. They didn't even shoot bad overall. It was just Villanova's defense. But if we take a look at Villanova, I mean, Justin Moore, 21 points, 7 for 13, 3 for 5. Great game for Justin Moore, the DMV native. 15 points from Samuels. 5 for 9 from the field, 2 for 3 from the three-point line, 15, 9, and 3. 7 offensive rebounds. He had more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. You guys know how many second chance points those are? Gillespie, 14 points, 5 for 11, 4 for 9 from the three-point line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Eric Dixon, 12.6 rebounds. Daniels off the bench, 13 points, 3 for 5 from the three. I mean, everybody was hitting, man. 50% from the field, 46 from the three-point line, 91 from the free throw. Oh my gosh. No, Villanova is fun. Like, they're such a fun team. We're going to see how far they go in the tournament, though. I do expect them to do some damage, though. I do expect them to do it. But that being said, I appreciate every last one of you guys for tuning in into the stream. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And, yeah, that's it. We're going to call this one a game. This was a game in the first half. You know, it was competitive in the first half, but like I said, I think Villanova kind of realized, like, you know, there's no reason why they should be on the same court with us. You know, no hate on Delaware, but yeah, this is Villanova Wildcats basketball. It's a whole different story, you know. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hope you guys stay safe. We'll be back around 7 for the future games. And yeah, you guys have a good one.